Why does a man stare at you but never approach you? I made a video talking about this before, but some of you are new here, so I thought I'd spin the block. So the first thing to understand is that if men are going to do anything, men are going to stare. I always tell you, the same women that a lot of women are programmed to desire love and relationships above all else, that is the same way that a lot, if not most men, are programmed to desire sex before all else. So the first thing a man is looking to see when interacting with women, and often almost subconscious, is whether he's sexually attracted to her. Now, men are cheap hoes, so it's all based on face value. And the thing about women in men's eyes is there's so many of them. There's so many different types. There's so many different heights. There's so many different weights. There's so many different skin tones. There's so many different accents. There's so many different eye shapes. And when it comes to sex, men want to try every variety in as many different mixes as they can. And yes, men will sleep with you because they find you attractive.
That's false. Every man got a different preference. Every man don't hit everything or try to approach everything. That's false.
But it's not even just the surface level attraction. Ladies, let me break it down for you. A man might want to sleep with you because you're tall and he's short and he just wants to see how it is sleeping with a tall girl. You might be bandy-legged and a man might just want to see how it is sleeping with a bandy-legged girl. You might have big lips and a man might want to see what it's like with your lips. Like, I'm being very intense here because I want you to understand how crude of a level men think about sex on. So by higher programming, a man will always be looking to see if something attracts him. Maybe not with the conscious thought, but that's just how he's programmed. So men look straight. Men.
But the things she's stating, don't that work both ways? Can't women do the same thing as well? Do men do it more often? Maybe. It's subjective. I think it depends on whatever region you're in. And what part of the world, maybe. But women do the same things. Literally, I see it every day on social media. Literally, just watch a Pop the Balloon show or episode. Just watch one of those. That is a prime example of a social experiment on preferences that women have and what they idealize in a man. But
look at you, even if they think you're dating, they will look. Now, another reason a man might look but not approach is because he is not allowed to approach. So maybe he has a wife, maybe he has a girlfriend. Side note, there are some sleazeballs who have a wife and girlfriend and are not supposed to look and not supposed to.
I'm going to hear her out, but there's no straight, direct answer to why do men stare but never approach. There's a plethora of reasons. Every man is different, literally, and it depends on what setting you're in. I'm going to hear her out, but this is so subjective, and I'm going to view this and try to objectively view this in a way that I can articulate my answer well. That's not really stepping on her toes or trashing her answer.
To approach, but do so anyway. I'm not talking about those ones. But God is watching you. Anyway. A lot of men in relationships who don't necessarily want to cheat on their girlfriends or in a position where they can't in peace will look. And because they're getting that same energy back from you, they will want to cultivate that energy even though there isn't an actual conversation there. Because one thing men love being around is sexual energy. They love being around females for that energy. So if you are having that energy with a man...
That's the only other sex I can mate with if I'm not a homosexual. Isn't that common sense to have sexual energy with my opposite sex? What? That was stupid. She's just talking at this point. I ain't gonna lie. Like she talking. Sound like she kind of want to project, but we're gonna hear her out.
And even though he knows it's not gonna go any further, some men enjoy being in that energy. Another reason men will look but not approach is because they want you to approach them, honey. Jesus, when are you coming? They want you to seek them out, ask about them, ask, who's that? Oh, who's that? Or, find out, research them, or slide in their DMs or like their page. They want to instill that in you. So they feel like staring gives you enough juice to be fired up to do that. And a lot of the times, what's behind that is men know they're setting you up. So they know that they just want to experience you sexually, but they don't want to pursue you because then it's like they pursued you. So then they look that bad guy. But if they let you pursue them, then when it happens and everything's done, but they're like, you came and spoke to me, you came and did this.
She thinking way too hard into this. She's thinking way too hard. Way too hard. I'm kind of having a hard time listening to her because but these it like I said, it's subjective. So these are just her answers.
Or they have a partner that, you know, they're not supposed to go out and look for, but then they will give you enough juice through the sharing so that you approach them. So then when you find out what you find out, or when they tell you, you know, I'm in a relationship, they can be like, but I didn't approach you, you approached me. So it automatically gives them like this get out of jail free card. Now, men will try and hit you with the, oh, but what if I'm shy? Oh, so you're going to let her make you not approach and then you're going to miss your blessing. Women want to be equal. Women want to be equal now.
I ain't gonna lie, I can't finish this shit, bro. I don't know. She's just talking in circles for real. Sound like she projecting, and it's not too many guesses on why men stare but never approach. You would never know. It's subjective. I just want to know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Take care of yourself. Until next time.